Okay, now, if I'm supposed to read the Bible to show myself approved, right? Then if I read the Bible and I can see anything in the Bible that's similar to what I'm going through, right? And I did, right, what the other person didn't do, then why wouldn't I see myself approved, right? If I can go and say what Jesus said, what I'm saying, right? And I can show you where I said what I said in court, where Jesus said what he said. Now, well, why what Jesus said in the judgment hall is not the same as what I'm saying in the judgment hall if I'm saying what I'm saying in the judgment hall and Jesus said what he said in the judgment hall. Like I'm saying, well, but then when I read the Bible and it says you can't serve two masters, you would love one and hate the other. Now I'm saying, right? I'm saying then when it says that the king would go and he would separate the sheep from the goats. And well, I'm saying, well, hey man, I just know that I just won my family as if I know who I am. I said I was gonna do it when I was 4, maybe 5. I told my mother. Now I read in the Bible where Jesus' mother told him, and I'm saying, well, my mama told me how to be me. But now you say, nah, man, your mama ain't nothing. I'm saying, well, how you know Mary and I don't know my mama, right? Like, how do you know Jesus and I don't know my father, right? Like, you know Jesus through written documentation written by somebody else about somebody else, but you know Jesus. But you saying that my mother who had me out of her, the conversations that we had, we didn't have. And I'm saying, well, look at my life. But then you say, well, your life don't matter. And then you say, well, Jesus died for our sins. And I'm saying, well, I'm in court proving that my life was legal. But you saying I'm sinful. And I'm saying, well, come to court like Jesus did, right? Why are you out here judging me to Jesus? Who are you? Like, okay, so if you're an appraiser, like I said yesterday, well, if these people who's supposed to be teaching you about Jesus, appraisal of me is the same as the high priest Caiaphas appraisal of Jesus, the Pharisees appraisal of Jesus, the high priest's appraisal of Jesus, the chief priest's appraisal of Jesus, the scribes appraisal of Jesus, the elders appraisals of Jesus in Jerusalem. These same people in Orlando, Florida, why they not like those people in Jerusalem? If you read the Bible to show yourself approved, look at this state against one man. Is that not like Jerusalem against Jesus? Look at the Macedonian Missionary Baptist Church. You think that Pastor Willie C. Buns ain't trying to survive just like the high priest Caiaphas? So who elected these men to lead y'all? Because in the Bible, it's saying that those type of ideologies is what killed Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee. Now, is that what created Jesus Christ? See, because you know Joan of Arc, right? That's a lady that fought for the independence of her people, right? She was young, and they tarred and feathered her, the Catholic Church. Now, is that not like a Roman punishment? Tar and feather somebody who living? Could you imagine the pain that woman was in just for fighting for freedom? So now let's understand this now. The Roman Catholic Church was against Joan of Arc, right? That means Joan of Arc was against the Roman Catholic Church. So that means that the church wasn't liberating people, it was enslaving people. Because was not Joan of Arc a female image of God in Genesis 1? Was she not fighting for dominion over herself and her people? Like, okay, if you are an image of God, why would you then allow your image to be in bondage when you got the truth to set them free? So this is what I'm saying to the preachers. How are you not like the Catholic Church? How, and if I was Joan of Arc, but I'm the male image of Genesis 1. Now I'm showing you that the Catholic Church came against Joan of Arc. And then about 450 years later, right, in my research of the crime against the church, right, because when I was reading about Martin Luther, see, that's a male image of me, right? And the Catholic Church came against him, but because of his teachings, just like Jesus. So look, now, if you reading the Bible to show yourself approved, then Martin Luther, for whom was a minister in the Catholic Church, was then given a papal bull. That's like a hit, right? When they wanted him killed, just like Joan of Arc. So now, when did Jesus start putting out hits? Right? When did the Catholic Church is guilty of putting a hit out on Martin Luther that started another religion? Is that not like Christ? Is that not like Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee, man? So now here it is, Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church is now like the Catholic Church to a black man whose wife, grandmama, who got married in that church. You see what I'm saying? Everything came into that church, and look what that man did. He took my wife. I came in there as the last piece of this family portrait, and this man turned his back on me. And I had to go into court, but I did not turn my back on my people. I went into court and emancipated my people. So if I'm supposed to reap what I sow, why am I a slave?